Hong Kong, the Pearls of the Orient, is one of the famous cities in the world that is making us proud. However, it is hard to imagine that this metropolis is generating more trash per capita than any other place in the world. In fact, Hong Kong disposes of about 90,000 tons of waste every day, and each of us generates 2,000 pounds of solid waste daily, which is much more than that of Japan and South Korea. According to the Environmental Bureau, papers and plastics make up significant proportions of domestic waste, and this is the reflection of a particular lifestyle that place a premium on convenience and attach inappropriate and inadequate cost to impacts of these materials. Free newspapers and flyers are being thrown into our hand at every bus stop, which seems to live off takeaways, which all comes in plastic containers that are then wrapped in paper bags or plastic bags. Owing to the high populations and intense development, the waste management problem we are facing is imminent. Unless immediate measures are implemented to reduce waste, the 3 landfill sites in Cheung Kwan Ho, Ta Kwu Lane, and Tuen Mun will be saturated in the year 2014, 2016, and 2018 respectively. In response to the shortfalls of landfill capacity, the government plans to extend the capacities of the subsistent landfills. Landfill extension sites may alleviate the urgent problems, but they are not the long-term solution for the sustainable waste management in Hong Kong. It is obvious that the construction and operations of the landfill extension will bring pollution to the surrounding area. Negative impacts like air and noise pollution, as well as destructions of local ecological systems, are inevitable. Furthermore, landfill extension cannot raise the public awareness on waste reduction. Therefore, there is no doubt that extending the landfill site is not the best solution for the problem. Developing the integrated waste management facilities with a large-scale incinerator is another measure to tackle the problem proposed by the government. According to the government, this incinerator can burn 3,000 tons of waste each day and generate electricity for 100,000 households. However, the safety of the technologies as well as the locations of the treatment site is worrying. With the advanced technology, the discharge of toxic gases, suspended particles, and organic pollutants can be greatly reduced. However, incineration will produce ash residues and must be further handled for the fixation of any toxic materials in the ash. More importantly, most of these residues are disposed of at landfills. Also, the facilities can handle 3,000 tons of solid waste every day, but still cannot meet the demands of 9,000 tons of waste is dumped into the landfills per day. If the citizens do not reduce the waste generation, this just results in building more and more incinerators. As a result, we can see that incineration is not an ultimate solution to the waste problem, even if the technological problems, site selection, and negative impacts of incinerations are finally tackled. Environmental groups suggest that introducing levies on waste would be a better measure to tackle the problems at the source. With reference to the successful experience of many countries like Switzerland, Australia, and Germany, there is no doubt that waste charging is a more effective solution. It is suggested that the quality-based charging system will be more effective as it is in accordance with the fair principles of polluters pay. Under the system, the charge is evaluated according to the weight or volumes of waste by the use of designated containers or garbage bags. More importantly, the waste charging can create an inducement for citizens to change their living habits and promote a rethink before they dump anything into the landfill. As a result, this can sensibly reduce the amount of waste for final treatment and tackle the problems from the roots. Other than waste charging, there is a need to redouble efforts at waste separations and recycling. The waste charging scheme would be meaningless if reusable materials like plastic bottles and metal cans continue to pile up in landfills. It is recommended that encourage household and business to recycle as a complementary step. With the pursuit of better environment, the waste charging scheme through with a quality-based charging system and recycling will be the best measure to solve the problems from the roots. Hong Kong is our home, and therefore protecting it is one of our responsibilities. You will offer the best food, best clothing, the best education to your children as well as the one you love. But why you give them a home that's filled with rubbish and full of pollution? Avoiding disposable items, purchasing less packaged products, and sending recyclable waste to the recycling bins are some of the simple steps to reduce and recycle waste. So please, do that. Do that for yourself, for the one you love, for our next generation. Thank you.